Hey, what's happening? This is TomNerdRemix.com. I got a movie for you today that was actually made in 2006 and it has yet to see the light of day as far as a DVD release. I think it's played at some festivals and stuff. I've been putting off reviewing it because I've had the DVD for like a year now. I've been putting off reviewing it because, I do have a bootleg copy. I'm not somebody who condones bootlegging DVDs and anything, but this thing has kind of made the rounds. It's been reviewed on other sites, so I figured, well, I'll go ahead and review it. It is All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. And decent movie. It was directed by Jonathan Levine. It was written by a man named Jacob Foreman. And the movie centers around Mandy Lane, who's played by the gorgeous Amber Heard. I just reviewed her in John Carpenter's The Ward. And she has a friend named Emmett, who is played by Mike Welch. They go to Red's Ranch, some high school friends of theirs. It starts out with All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. That's the title. And they all want to get with her. She's supposedly a virginal, girl and everything else. And it follows them going out to some shit happens with the guy that's in love with her right now. Emmett kind of talks the guy into it. And at the beginning of the film, then they go, flips forward 9 months later. She's kind of on the outs with her buddy Emmett. And she's going for a weekend at Red's ranch, his parents' ranch. Red is played by Aaron Himmelstein, and they're accompanied by the usual, high school characters. You have, Chloe, who's like the hot girl. They do show her topless, I believe. Jake, the bad boy that everybody loves. And then you have Marlon, Jake is played by Luke Grimes. Marlon is played by Melissa Price. Chloe is played by Whitney Abel. Let me get this out of the way. Bird is played by Edward Hodge. He's the requisite black guy. And there's a ranch hand named Garth, who's played by Anson Mount. Now, as they get to the ranch, things start happening, and the people that are in love with Mandy Lane start disappearing. And they drink, they do drugs. It's basically a premise you've seen a lot. They did have a really cool location. I think it's actually in Texas at a ranch, and it really helps with the feeling of isolation and everything. But you've seen this 1,000 times. There's a cool twist at the end, which I won't reveal here, but they kind of reveal who the killer is too early for me. So you know who's actually doing most of the killing, and then there's a twist at the end that I won't give away, because this is a decent movie. It's slick. It's polished. It's like Scream, the Scream series. It's kind of like that, only without much humor, and it's a decent film. It's a serviceable film. Like I've said, you've seen the plot 1,000 times. There's a cool little twist at the end. I'm not sure if I'm just reading more into how cool it is or not. Very cool, gory, and inventive kills. Some really cool chase scenes that kind of up the tension a little bit. And like I said, it's shot cool. Some of the sequences, some of the way the edits and stuff that they do, kind of take away a little bit. It's almost too slick and too music video-like in spots. But other than that, very cool film, very slick, very well acted. Amber Heard is just fantastically gorgeous in this. You can tell why All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. And like I said, a few inventive, gory kills in this. Some real brutal violence, and there's a few spots that are going to gross you out. So definitely check it out when it does come out. I'm not going to recommend you get a bootleg of it, but hey, I don't know what you're doing. How you're going to get a hold of this. When it does get released on DVD, check it out. You might like it. I liked it. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. I'm TomNerdRemix.com, support independent cinema. Thanks.